my channel. So for today, for the Valentine's Day series, we are doing a natural bronze glam look. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. First thing I'm gonna do is moisturize my entire face, including my eyelids, with the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Moisturizer. I know that my bottle looks a little bit beat up, but that's because I love this thing and I use it as a base every single time I apply my makeup. So as you can see, I shaved off half of my eyebrows, and it's like the best decision that I've ever made in my life because now I can get my eyebrows even and shape my face perfectly. So to start off with my eyebrows, I'm gonna go ahead and apply some setting powder to my brow area to mattify that so I can go ahead and apply the eyebrow pencil. For brows today, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in dark brown, and I'm gonna start by feathering on the inside of the brows, and then I'm gonna go ahead and use a heavier hand on the outside of the arch. Next, I'm going in with the Boing Concealer and a Peach and Pearl Concealer brush, and I'm going to go ahead and carve out my brows and use this as a base for my eyeshadow. I'm using the Makeup by Mario palette from Anastasia and the MAC 224 brush, and I'm going to apply the color Lula as my transition. I'm going to use the same brush to apply the color Isabel from the Makeup by Mario palette to define that area. I'm using a Real Techniques Essential Crease brush with the color Violetta from the Makeup by Mario palette to go ahead and define that crease. Next, I'm using the shading brush from the Real Techniques Essential Eye Kit, and I'm going to apply the color Marina to highlight the inner corners of my eyes and my brow bone and the center of my lids. I am using the Bronze palette from Kylie Cosmetics, and I'm using the Morphe M213 brush to apply the color Goldstone to the inner and outer corner of that inner shadow highlight. I'm using a Scone Smudger brush to slightly line my eyes naturally, and I'm using the color Bronzite from the Kylie Cosmetics Bronze palette. I'm using a Peach and Pearl brush to go back in with the color Violetta, and I'm going to go ahead and blend out that line that I created on the outside. So that is it for the eyeshadow, and now we're going to go ahead and move on to the skin. I'm going to go ahead and start by priming my face with the Lancome La Base Pro. This is my Ride or Die primer. I love it, and it is the absolute best primer I have ever used. Next, I'm using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation in the color Y315, and I'm using the IT Cosmetics Heavenly No. 7 brush to apply this on my face. So now I'm going to go in with the Smashbox Contour Stick, and I'm going to go ahead and contour my nose. And I'm going to go ahead and blend in this contour with the BH Cosmetics brush number 122. For my under eye area, I'm going to go ahead and mix the Maybelline New York Concealer in the color Sand and the MAC Cosmetics Select Moisture Cover in the color NW20. I use the MAC concealer, which is a little bit orange, for my under eye area, and then I go in with the Maybelline one, which is more yellow, and I define the triangle area right here. I am using a damp beauty blender to go ahead and blend all of that in, starting with the yellow area. I'm going to go ahead and set my nose and then the area that I just applied the concealer with the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder, and this is in the shade Translucent Light. And the brush I'm using is the Morphe Y9. For contour, I'm going to go ahead and use my favorite Kat Von D Shade to Light Contour palette with the matching brush that goes with it, and I'm going to start by using the middle color to start my contour. I always apply contour on my hairline to bring my forehead in a little bit since I have a huge forehead. If I have any harsh lines from the contour, I like to blend it out with this orange color right here on the palette. And I'm going to go ahead and go back in with the Makeup by Mario palette, and I'm going to apply the color Lula to my lower lash line. And the brush I'm using for this is the Morphe M562 brush, which is awesome for the lower lash line for a broad application. I'm using a brown eyeliner pencil that was in my deck of Scarlet, and I'm going to go ahead and tightline my waterline. For my lashes, I'm going to apply the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and I am currently giving away one of these on my channel, so go ahead and click the link below to enter my Valentine's Day giveaway. To set my contour area only, I'm going to use the Translucent Deep Powder from Cover FX, and I'm using the Luxie 524 T brush. To set everything else, I'm going back in with the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder in the color Translucent Light to set my highlighted area. For bronzer, I'm using the Hoola bronzer from Benefit, and I'm using the Morphe M143 brush. And I'm going to go over all of that with my MAC blush, and this is Peaches, and I'm using the Lancome Contour and Blush brush for this. For highlight, I am using the So Susan Cosmetics Afterglow just to highlight my nose and my Cupid's bow. And this formula is like pure highlight pigment, so I'm really impressed with it. I'm using the Cover FX Enhanced Click Stick in the color Celestial to highlight the inside of my brows. And for my cheek highlight, of course, I'm going to use the Becca Cosmetics Champagne Pop, and I am using a crown brush. This is number SS017. I'm going to line my lips with the Huda Beauty Bombshell Lip Contour. And for lipstick, I am using the YSL Beauty Rouge Couture, the matte. And I'm going to go ahead and apply the color 217 to my lips. To give my lips a more metallic look, I'm actually going to use a Peach and Pearl brush, and I'm going to go over it with the Becca Cosmetics Champagne Pop on my lips to make it look more metallic and bronzy. So if you like a more natural look, you can feel free to stop here. I'm going to go ahead and finish off my look with the Flutter Lashes in Provocative. Look, I know I haven't done a full face tutorial in a long time, so I hope that this was helpful. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave them down below, and don't forget to enter my Valentine's Day giveaway, which is also linked right here down below. So I just put on my blonde wig to complete the look, and I'm also wearing a fluffy hat. I'm gonna go shoot an article for my blog, which is a fashion look that goes with this makeup look, so I'm gonna go ahead and link it down below if you wanna check it out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.